Hello, and welcome back to Hitman. And in this series we will go back to where it all started, and this time round we will focus on completing as many of the challenges as we can on each and every one of the primary Hitman targets, with maybe a few interesting bonus kills on the way. Today we are in Hokkaido for the Smoking Kills Challenge, which entails pushing Yuki Yamazaki off of a balcony. There's a fair bit to do for this one, so it will take a little while. For this challenge today, we don't actually need to bring anything with us. Everything is available on the map, although I will be bringing with me my silenced pistol as usual. So with that all said, let's get reacquainted with our target, shall we?
Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Sodas has already given Yamazaki access to our client records. Powerful as Providence may be, ICA's sovereignty is at stake.
So, right from the start and off the bat, we require ourselves a bodyguard outfit. And the nearest available bodyguard outfit will be down by the cable car. So we're going to exit our apartment around to the right, down the central ramp to the cable car, and around to our right again, where we will find just by the wall here a lead pipe. We're going to take that lead pipe and throw it as far as we can over by the cable car, and that will attract the attention of the two bodyguards on the far side of the platform, and one of them will come over to investigate, and when he does, we can then sneak up behind him, render him unconscious. We're going to collect up his gun, and we're going to collect up the lead pipe. That's going to come quite handy later on. So we're going to take our unconscious friend here and we're going to drag him to where we collected the lead pipe from, and then we're going to proceed to strip him naked and leave him out in the elements, where he will indefinitely survive in minus 20 odd degrees in just his underwear. Brave man. So once we have his outfit on, we can then make our way back into the hospital. And we're going to make our way around to Yuki Yamazaki's room. Now there are two guards you can see here at the door. There are 4 guards inside, 2 on the balcony, 2 in the living room. We need to get rid of all of the 4 guards in the apartment. And for the first 2 are relatively easy. All we have to do is tamper with the toilet. That will attract the guard's attention. We're going to wait for the door to close and then render him unconscious. We're going to collect up his gun and we're going to hide him behind the partition at the back of the room here. This can be a bit tricky because we do need to get him well hidden. And also be aware that depending on your timing and other aspects, Yuki Yamazaki and her enforcer bodyguard may make their way to this area, so just be aware of them. But once we have our first guard safely tucked up and out of sight, we can just rinse and repeat for the second guard in the living room area. And I can see on the mini-map that Yuki is currently approaching the apartment, so we will take out this guard once he turns the toilet back off. Again, collecting his gun, we're going to hide his body behind the partition, and as Yuki is in attendance, or will be any second, we're going to take this opportunity to get rid of her enforcer bodyguard. Yuki is also an enforcer, but getting rid of her bodyguard will be an improvement. So Yuki is going to go and investigate where her cigarettes are and find that she has none, before she makes her way off into the bedroom area to have a drink of water or something. And we are going to take this opportunity when she moves away to render her bodyguard unconscious, grab his gun, grab his body, and we're going to hide him in the bathroom with all of his companions. So we have 3 guards now unconscious in the bathroom, and we have another 2 to collect. The 2 you can see there out on the balcony. In order to get them, we need Yuki to not be present. So Yuki Yamazaki will be leaving now, and once she is out of the apartment, we can then go and take care of the remaining guards. So we're going to use a slightly different technique for these 2 guys, or a slightly different technique for each of these 2 guys as it goes. We're going to make our way out onto the balcony. We're going to collect one of the guns we've collected. We're going to drop it on the floor, select a coin, and throw that on the floor. Now, if you don't have coins on you, although I didn't mention that I have them in the loadout screen, there are 2 coins on the bed in this apartment, which I forgot to mention. So what we've done there basically is attracted the guards' attentions, and one of them will collect the coin up, and one of them will collect the gun, and he will bring the gun through the apartment. And when he gets near to the bathroom, we can then render him unconscious, collect up both the guns he drops, hide his body in the bathroom. There is a closet in the living room area, but it only holds 2. The bathroom holds many, many more. So with guard number 4 taken care of, guard number 5 will be a cinch, because all we have to do is walk up behind him, render him unconscious. This is for taking my coin. We're going to take his gun, retrieve our coin, and we are also going to hide him in the bathroom, although you can use the cabinet if you wish. There is a reason I'm not using it, because I will be using it for myself in a few moments. So once we have our 5th and final guard safely tucked up in the bathroom, doesn't matter about hiding them too well once you've got the first 2 in, we are going to exit the apartment as we have a bit of time, and we still require a pack of cigarettes, of which there are 2 in the entire facility. And the nearest and easiest one for us to get to from here will be the cowboy patient. He has a pack in his apartment. Now, we can't get into his apartment. As you can see, the door's lit up red with a big hand saying, "You shall not pass." But luckily, our timing is such for a change that as we arrive, the cowboy arrives and opens the door for us. You may have to wait around a little while for him. I just got very, very lucky about arriving just before he did. So we're going to follow him into his apartment, and in his living room area on the table at the back of the room we will find a pack of cigarettes. And once we have those cigarettes, we can then retrace our steps back to Yuki Yamazaki's apartment. And once we are there, we are going to place those cigarettes and await the arrival of Yuki. Now, this can take a little while. All depends on where you get to at this point, to where Yuki is on her routine. So once we've placed the cigarettes on the table there, we're just going to use instinct, and I can see that Yuki is a very long way off. So we may have a wait on our hands. But eventually she will make her way back to the apartments. And there you can see she has another bodyguard with her, but he will wait outside the apartment. So as Yuki is entering into the apartments, we are going to hide ourselves in the closet. And Yuki will come along and discover that her cigarettes have magically replenished themselves. And she will go out to give herself lung cancer. So as she turns and walks away, she's going to head for the balcony. We can then exit the closet. I'm going to stay well hidden as I follow her out onto the balcony, and she will approach the balcony's edge, and we can then push her off the edge.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
So that will get you the Smoking Kills challenge. All that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and we will be taking the cable car exit. And as our turtleneck, or tactical turtleneck, is right here, we're going to change into that before we leave. So there you go, that is the Smoking Kills challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.